Hello Idlers! Today we're going to go over the Knock on Wood achievement for beating Wave 50 of Acorn Assault with just 4 towers active. This gives you the illustrious plus 3% arcade balls per hour reward, which I'm going to go into getting the other arcade ball bonuses in another video later. Check back on that. And for this achievement, I completed it with the following towers: Boulder Roller, level 39, Stormcaller, level 33, Party Starter, level 29, and Kraken Cosplayer, level 17. The Party Starter and Kraken Cosplayer do not need to be higher level necessarily. I'm also using my Hunter with level 150 Kung Fu Kick and 147 Stop Right There, but they do not need to be that high in order to complete this. Let's get this started. So we're going to lead off with 2 Boulder Rollers. And I also do have the increased starting points. I'll include in the details at the bottom of the video exactly how that breaks down for every other bonus that I have. I'm also using these cards. These will give me some of those starting points. And I put on my set for increasing my soul rewards because if I'm going to be running towers, I might as well be getting increased rewards. So the first step for this is to not completely mess this up, which I think I already have. Let's put a little damper on these guys' movement and see if I can salvage this. I sent too many waves at once and it is going to bite me. Or maybe not. I should be fine. Yeah, got it. Okay, so I cleaned it up. So we've got 4 towers right now. This is what we're going to start with. Later I am going to sell one of the Boulder Rollers and put in the Kraken Collar. You have to sell one of your towers before you put in a replacement. You can't place a 5th and then sell it. That'll ruin the achievement, but you can sell your 4th tower and place a new one. And that will still unlock the achievement. I have tested this. Now after I get the increased attack speed from the party starter, I want to get the Boulder Rollers up to being able to hit 2 additional enemies. That really helps. These guys, at the level of tower I have, these guys go down very quickly. You can definitely clear this achievement with lower tower levels than I have. And we can speed this along a little bit. At this point, these enemies don't really pose a threat to me. I one-shot all of them with these tower levels, and my towers fire off fast enough that it's not a big deal. And then after getting everybody up to level 5, the next goal is to get Party Starter up to level 10. For the waves, you want to keep an eye on them and see what's coming through on the next wave to make sure that you don't accidentally send out a difficult wave while you're still clearing the previous one. The big ones to look out for are any waves with the yellow enemies. It'll have their name in yellow here. Those enemies stun and are an enormous problem because they will lock up your Boulder Rollers and then you'll be hosed. So I can just get rid of this because I'm not going to need it anymore, at least until wave 50. And even then I don't necessarily need it. It's just helpful to avoid losing any lives. keep pushing these waves. Wave 20 is going to go down very quickly. 2 zaps and he's down. And for the Stormcaller, you do want to do option A. That is very important for clearing wave 50 faster. And I would say that it is technically possible to clear this entirely without using the Kraken Tower. Basically, it just makes things safer. Like, you can make a lot more mistakes when you have a Kraken Tower than if you don't, especially at wave 50. So yeah, you'll see I waited to start that yellow wave until the previous wave was done to make sure that they didn't lock me up and get past. But being able to bind enemies in place is very helpful for getting past that as well. There's a lot of things, like a lot of mistakes that you can cover up using hunter skills. Alright, so now that we've got the party starter up to level 10, we want to work on getting everybody else up there. The Stormcaller is especially important for the last wave because he does the lion's share of the damage. I think even theoretically, once you get to 50, you could probably sell the second Boulder Roller and buy a second Stormcaller instead. That might be viable if you don't have Kraken unlocked yet. So here comes after wave 29 is done, we've got wave 30 coming. This is a difficult wave for beginners. The Stormcaller basically trivializes it, especially at this high of a level. Because, see, this guy's gonna take, once he gets in range, bam, 2000 damage. And he's done. That's a lot harder when, like, that's going to be one of your harder waves on the way up to 50 earlier on when your towers are lower level. If you can't clear wave 30, like if you have trouble clearing wave 30 with a full tower complement, then you probably can't complete this achievement yet. It is on the difficult side. But that is okay to push this one off. It's very possibly going to be the last one that you complete. Alright, so we've got a yellow wave. Even though this is a small wave, I want to make sure that they're mostly cleared out before we start the next wave. And there we go. These waves are especially difficult, especially harder if you can't one-shot them. If you've got the double Boulder Roller and you're two-shotting them, then that will definitely help. Right, so wave 40 is another boss. It's just 3 of the blue ones This one is also going to potentially give you trouble if you're not doing a lot of damage to them. You can always kick them back if they give you problems. And bind them, those are always good options. And at this point, you can kind of choose what you want. If you're killing the enemies quickly, like if you're killing the enemies, and you're gonna try and like stack things up, you can have them hit even 2 more, but traveling 30% further is definitely helpful. For the level 10 for the Boulder Rollers, that's not as important. You want to try as hard as you can to get level 10 Stormcaller by the time you get to wave 50. That's the important one. Because you'll do literally double damage to enemies below 60% health. Which the last enemies in this have a lot of health, and so they are a pain. So the important thing for wave 50 is the range of your Stormcaller. We're just going to push through here really quick. This is a place to be careful because these waves have a lot of enemies, and you see that they have a lot of health. Even these Boulder Rollers that have been breezing through the previous waves are having trouble killing them, so you may want to hold off on sending wave 49 until 48 is done, and if you're having trouble you can do 47 and hold off for wave 48. And then, since I'm on my hunter, I am going to try a double Stormcaller strategy, see how well this works. Put them both on that. Might as well put him up. And then we're just going to keep kicking these guys back. Since they're the red ones, they don't regenerate, but we do want to try and make sure that they're not next to each other when we kill one of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bind here and then kick that one further back to make some extra separation. That'll make sure that when this guy gets killed by the Stormcallers, there we go. So when he gets killed by the Stormcallers, we're all set. You could even, if you really need it, you can even remove both Boulder Rollers and put a Kraken Tower. That will speed things up. So that clears wave 50. This will, like, I've already unlocked it, so it didn't pop up, but this will unlock the achievement for that. And that is about it for right now. I'm just going to let this keep going, or I'll even... You know what? I am going to not. I'm going to quit. You can try and pivot it into continuing on, but there's no real need to if you've already got a good wave set, because it is definitely a handicap to start from the reduced towers. But that'll get you the achievement and get you that sweet 3% increase to your arcade ball gain. I tried something new in an attempt to make this video louder, and know several people have been commenting on the volume being low. Let me know what you think about the volume in this video. I'm working on getting a new microphone by the end of the year, but in the meantime I'll keep trying to address the problem with my recording and editing software. If you like my content, please like, subscribe, and tell me what you think in the comments below. If there are any videos you'd like to see, let me know. I'm always open to making new videos. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have fun and stay safe. I'll see you next time, and let's launch some celebratory arcade balls to commemorate this achievement of getting some faster claiming. Total garbage. Just what I expected. Later.